6, 5, 4,
3, 2, 1, and go! Welcome everybody, here is Danny from Sigbiker Studio. This is my race from not the last week but the week before. This is really race in the mountains. It was supposed to be a marathon, MTB marathon, but I would say it was almost a cross-country race, especially the last part of this course was really technical. I'm gonna share with you what was my goal for this race, what were the tactics. I'm gonna answer some questions that you or my Polish audience have asked me under the full video from the full race, what was happening there. There will be also some part about women, really motivating for women, so stay with me. It's gonna take just around 15 minutes. This was awesome race. So what was my goal here? I'm still in the preparation period for me, so I'm not shooting for any of the races I'm just going to. So none of the races so far was even my priority B or C. I'm just training, just doing my training and going to the races. I'm often also testing different bikes, and I have to adjust my training and racing schedule to the bikes I'm testing, and it's really hard in terms of the training plan. Here the goal was not to get stuck in the bunch of people, so I positioned myself in the third row, I think, at the start, which meant that I would have to stop warming up at least 30 minutes before the start, which I don't like so much, but I was there half an hour before I was there. I think even 40 minutes before I was there. And second thing, it was to push hard at the beginning, which I did. So I did not get stuck, as you could see on my previous races. I haven't lost any time due to some, traffic jam on this race, which is good. And I was 25th out of 219 here, so it is pretty good for my comeback season. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm definitely improving and I feel my legs better and better. But I could say that at this moment, you can see right now, the race for me is pretty much established, because I am now at 20th, 30th position of the race. So there wasn't many changes there, but there would still be some guys overtaking me on the uphills and me overtaking them on the descents, or some maybe flat sections also, which were very fast and speedy. So I did that well. My second goal was to actually make smart decision during the race, because I didn't know the course. The course was completely different from all the courses I've been doing so far this season and last season, because most of the marathon races were pretty flat, not many mountains, not so much climbing. Here it was a lot of climbing, and the climbs were super steep, even around 40% slope, so really steep climbs. I was lacking power. Now here what I'm thinking about is my heart rate. It is super low, but my strap has to be pretty high. I'm trying to fix it right now. I'm cleaning the camera. I'm gonna fix it in the second, because my camera, my GoPro, is on my chest, on the chesty, and I have to position the chesty below the transmitter. But I think that the heart rate right now is pretty accurate, and it will be okay in a minute or two, because I'm having low heart rate usually. As you can see, I'm having problems following the wheels. I'm actually riding just all alone here. There are some guys ahead of me, there are some guys behind me. I'm all alone. That means I'm not feeling very well. I'm just starting to really get hurt. It was also due to the start. The start was really fast for me. I felt great at the start, but I'm not feeling so good right now. A lot of mud. As you can see, balancing here was the key point. As I told you on my Racing Ralph tires test, these were just good. I didn't have any problems here. Just once I didn't make the turn, and the other moment you will see my front wheel just slipped away a little bit, but it was really extreme terrain. There are still some guys overtaking me, so in order not to block anybody behind me, I was pushed to just keep the pace they are pushing right now, and I did. But I was really hurt. I was hurt here, and I'm lacking power now. This race was a great feedback for me. The next thing I need to improve is power. If you remember my videos from the last season, I was lacking power on the flat sections. So it's been improved so much. I'm overtaking guys right now, but on the steep climbs, need to work on that. Okay, so my second goal was to make smart decisions. One of these were to save as much time as I could on the descents, and when I saw guys going down the hill being slower, I would actually accelerate. So I would even push hard and work hard in order to have better speed. I'm just letting them know I'm taking you from the left side and I'm just going down. My FSI loves it. I really feel so well the rear wheel and the lefty. As you can see, I'm going from the outside. I feel the smoothness of the fork, actually the stiffness of the fork. So I feel almost like I was grabbing the front wheel and going just as I wanted. This is super important because, as you can see, those guys would always lose around a couple of seconds up to 15 seconds, and now they have to chase, and it is crashing them down physically and mentally, because they are chasing me now down on the uphill. They chase me down, they overtake me, and then on the descent, guess what happens? I'm going faster. So many of these guys will just give up like at the last third part of the race. It was 21 kilometers here, so it was good. It was good. I was happy with that, with my skills. Remember, I'm just 25th around right now. If this was like the top 3 guys, I think they would have better technical skills, so it wouldn't be that easy for me to overtake them. Here's the moment I'm overtaking this guy once again, and then the turn will just be too hard for me, so too much of the speed. Sometimes you lose. On the track, you don't know, you can lose. But one of the questions of my viewers was, do I go all out on the descents? No, never. Another question linked to that was how often I crash. I crashed, I don't remember exactly, it was maybe 2 or 3 times in my life. So it's not because I'm so great in terms of the skills. I have the skills. I've been racing a lot in the Polish Cup, 2 World Cups, and I did pretty good as a junior. But also I just think I don't go all out. If I feel I can do it, now he has the problem on the turn. If I feel I can do it, I go. If I'm not sure, I will never do that, because why risking my health and life and breaking my frame, my bike, right? So no, I'm not going all out. If I feel I can do it, I will, and you will see that more, because there's many descents here on this course. Now, one by drivetrain, in my opinion, loses over this course 21 kilometers, at least a minute. On those descents, I could go much faster and also attack the uphill with greater speed, with higher speed. So 2 by 10 or 2 by 11 would be much better for this type of the course. And this was one of the moments I really enjoyed, the speed, and it was so enjoyable. Once more, muddy uphill. Many guys had difficulties going up the hills. I mean, this could happen to anyone. It could happen to me as well. But it was just for you to show that it wasn't really only the physical thing to go up the hill, but also technical thing. And here I felt that my stem is way too high on my FSI. Here I was hoping some guys in front of me would start walk instead of ride the bike, and just as I saw some guys in front of me doing that, I decided to walk. And here is me cooked. If you ever see Sick Biker cooked, that's the moment. Here's Danny and here's cooked. And he's cooked. You could overtake me easily without riding, without running. You can just walk. And here is the part for the women. We've got a woman here. She was first in the women category. She's overtaking me on this super steep climb, and I wasn't able to chase her down, even on those descents. So she was really good. I'm riding 21 kilometers distance because that's what my GoPro battery life is capable of. But she's going for twice as much, 42 kilometers. So bravo. Women, girls, you should not ever think that mountain biking is too hard for you, because you can do pretty well, as you can see. Another descent, I loved it. It was just lovely. And I always see some guys just in front of me. Okay, this is the next one I'm gonna overtake. So just a couple of seconds to see what's going on here, what's the terrain ahead of us, what's he's going to do. Then I'm letting him know I'm overtaking you from the left so that we don't crash. Here is really, this mud here was like 30-40 centimeters deep, really deep one. Lefty is doing just awesome in this terrain. It was so hard, but here I would be able to gain so much time over my competitors, so I loved it. Sorry for the camera, I wasn't able to clean it right now. Another descent. I'm seeing another guy here, so let's just chase him down. Once more on the slope like this one here, 2x drivetrain would be better because I would be able to have more speed. High cadence on such terrain with high speed starts to be dangerous because your rear wheel will start to dance from side to side because of too high cadence. So I think I'm gonna make my bike 2x10 or 2x11. Here you can see the difference in the speed, so I'm really going down pretty fast. I enjoyed it so much. So these were the moments where I forgot actually about all this pain in my legs. It was my butt and my back that I feel really aching. But gaining time here and just listening to the wind and to my free hop zigzagging, I don't know, it is really loud. The one on the C0 wheel is loud. It makes such zig sounds. Alright, another one. I think I will chase down another rider here. Some of them just broke mentally. They saw the difference I would gain on the descent. They just stopped chasing me on the uphill, even though I think many of these guys were just stronger than me and better prepared for steep climbs. What I never do, I'm sorry, on the turns, I never overtake guys from the inside when I'm not sure I will keep my line. So if I was going to, let's say, crash, I never want to crash against different riders, another rider. That's the moment where my front wheel just slipped a little bit, but it was okay. And these descents, I'm not showing you so much of those uphills because these were just steep uphills. Most of those I would ride, but definitely I have to work on my core. I did work a little bit during the winter, but not enough for really long, sustained, steep climbs. So this was also my limiting factor. If I improved that, I could be much faster on this route here. This was just amazing. I loved it. I loved it so much here. The turns and the descents. He was one of the last uphills. Really difficult one. So the guys in front of me started to walk. I started to walk as well. But here I'm kind of running, which means I was able to recover on the descent, which was good. because in the second there will be a long flat section and there will be one rider, maybe you can see him just around the horizon in the red jersey and shorts. He just escaped. It looked like he escaped me. But then after that flat section there was some really cross-country section. This is the section. Sorry, because my front camera just died, so you can see it only from the left, the rear one. This is the single track with switchbacks, so 170 degree turns. I would have to do some drifting here, which was great. But here I was able to chase down the guy in the red, so I got him. So it took me maybe it was what, around a minute on the descent to close that huge gap he was able to make up on the uphill. Now there's one drop at the end of this course. It's a shame that you cannot see it from the front camera. It is really steep. The drop isn't super. This one here. We could jump it, but the guy ahead of me, he almost stopped on the drop. He didn't know exactly what to do here. And so we are going now towards the finish line, but he has way too high gear. So I'm able to go with. I think I'm on the lowest gear right now. Maybe 1, 2, maybe the second gear in the rear. So I'm trying to escape, but I was pretty sure if he was able to make such a huge gap ahead of me, he will chase me down, and he's doing that. But something happened. I think he decided to stop in order to change the gear. It wasn't really possible to change it here if he was with so low cadence, because it was super steep climb, really steep. So I just escaped. I wasn't looking behind me, so I was not sure what's going on there, but I was just pushing as hard as I could, knowing that there's maybe 200 meters left to the finish line. So the race was pretty much over. There's nobody ahead of me I would be able to chase down. I was 25th. I'm happy with that. We'll see the next race. Now on this Saturday I'm going for 283 kilometers road race. It's gonna be really exciting. So you'll see that next week. And here I'm just heading to the finish line, hoping the race will be over. Okay, we can see the finish line. I can see it. Now going over it is a wonderful experience. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.